with the Belleville Senators Rookie of the Year, Stephen Halliday, as we continue our 2024-25 year in review interviews. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
52 points is a pretty good campaign for a first-year player in this league. You finish among the top scorers in rookies in the AHL. How did you feel about your first full season here in the American Hockey League?
Yeah, I thought there's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of different things, you can work on in terms of, how many games we're playing. It's a lot of games, 70. I think I played 71, so
yeah,
almost a full season. Trying to learn from the older guys, take care of my body. But, yeah, overall I thought I definitely got better as the year in the year, but we didn't make playoffs, so it's definitely something disappointing, and especially getting a taste of it last year just makes it, in hindsight, how much harder it is to make it. So, yeah, I wouldn't say it's this unbelievable successful season, but I definitely think I got better at the game of hockey. So
yeah, how would you compare it maybe to last year? You joined this team around the playoff push time. You were here for the whole thing this year. How different was it, or was it different at all? Because it seems like it's like this every year.
Yeah, last year I kind of just didn't know really what to expect, and I kind of took it for granted last year. Just kind of didn't really know what was going on, and then didn't realize how hard it was to make playoffs. Then we ended up jumping a couple of teams right at the end, and then making we won the first round. So definitely realized how special that was in hindsight. But I think it's good to add fuel to the fire for next year, and come back even hungrier just to at least make the playoffs. And I think we have a really good group of young guys here. So I think we can really push next year.
Yeah, and talk about adding fuel to the fire, things that motivate you. You got a couple call-ups to Ottawa for practices as well. What was that experience like, and how much more fuel does that add to making that next step to the National Hockey League? Yeah,
it was cool for them to reward me like that, just to go for practice and practice with Timmy and G and play with those guys. Yeah. Just learn from them and stuff. Just even practice, they're talking to me, giving me tips, and even if it's in practice, it feels like a game up there with how intense it is. So I feel like I still took a little bit of details and stuff away from even those little practices that I got to utilize in the second half of the year here. So yeah, it was definitely cool, and definitely makes you really hungry. You just want to stay there, and thought overall, they were really good experiences.
Yeah. Is there anywhere in your game that you're pleased with your growth this year, and maybe anywhere that you're hoping to make some more progress through the summer?
Yeah, no, I think for the summer, making progress first is just having more of an attack mindset.
Sure.
Getting a little bit faster, play with pace. I definitely want to get a lot stronger this summer. I think in past summers I've done a lot of on-ice work with skating. Yeah. Obviously, still going to do a lot of skating and stuff, but I think getting a lot stronger will help me win a lot more battles in the AHL, and face-offs. I think I got a lot better the last 15 or so games just with talking with Gags when he came on with a little bit of a mentorship role with me a little bit. So I think really that's stuff I kind of want to work on. And then, yeah, I think kind of balancing the highs and lows this year. I started off pretty slow. Had a little bit of a lull here lately, which was at the most important part of the season. So I think trying to figure that out for next year, 71 games, how managing energy and stuff like that. Because in college, it's you play 36 games, so you can be on the ice 24/7 and not really feel it as much.
Right.
And that's kind of how I'm wired. I always want to be on the ice, doing stuff, working on stuff. And I think next year, just kind of finding that balance in the median. So, yeah.
How else will you spend your time this summer?
Yeah, no, I'm going up to, I think I'm going to work out with Matt Nickel in June, and then I'm going to go back to Ohio State for July and August. We have a really good group of pro guys, Joe Dunlap actually played last night, his first pro game, so I was really happy for him. He's a guy that battled through a lot of his career. I've played with him almost 4 or 5 years, so it was full circle to see him play his first game last night. But yeah, a lot of good pro guys in there, so I think world-class facility too, and I really want to get stronger, so I feel like that's the best place for me. And then obviously Matt Nickel works with Ottawa. I talked to him actually when I was in practice, so another thing, getting to work with those guys in practice and stuff. So gonna go there in June, really focus on my body and stuff. So
yeah, it'll be busy.
Yeah,
it will.
Sure.
All right, well again, congrats on a fantastic season here, Hallie, and have a great summer. We'll see you in October.
Yeah, thanks buddy, appreciate it.